Also at our level to ensure that the regulations are understood and implemented, because we can't change regulations on the first day. We've got to evaluate the regulations as to whether do they assist us to achieve the very objective of the lockdown. But any other thing that undermines the objective of the lockdown to ensure that there is social distance as advised by the Minister of Health, and to contain this disease and play a part as transport, because transport is responsible for the spread of this particular disease, because we transport people in air, in the sea, on the ground. And the first zero person who was infected came through the airlines in South Africa. So we need to deal with that, and transport is responding to that in the context of the lockdown. So we are addressing all of those challenges. Should the need arise for any change, it will be informed by evidence of saying, does this assist or undermine the lockdown on the ground? So we have dealt with a number of cases and incidents that I will not deal with. A number of incidents in which people will have faced challenges in terms of transport, especially essential services. We are happy when it comes to railway. Railway was shut down today throughout the country. Trains are not moving. We are happy as of last night. So the numbers have actually come down. My last point, and others we can respond, is to highlight the fact that we have increased operations when it comes to law enforcement, in particular traffic in the N1, particularly to Limpopo, when it comes to those who are undermining the lockdown, because distance travel, when it comes to distant taxi travel and all of that, is not allowed. And when it comes to freight and cargo, only freight and cargo is allowed to go and cross the borders to Zimbabwe. Now, what we have seen, which is what Minister Mtsoaledi will speak about, is that we have seen on the ground people traveling to Zimbabwe in numbers, Libombo and everywhere else, undermining the lockdown in relation to travel, and in particular freight and cargo, meaning cargo or anything of that sort that is not about the lockdown and the regulations we have actually issued is actually crossing the border long after 12 o'clock as declared by the president. So this particular roadblock is focused on that, because everybody, according to the lockdown, must stay where they are. And we must address the numbers in relation to the queues in the morning.